Welcome to episode 16 of the No Scrubs podcast. I'm your host, Lewis, and joined with me today, my co-host, a man who really is bringing back the mullet. And I want to hear no slander in the comments. None. Stephen. How you going, Stephen?
Well, one could say it never left.
It definitely did. It definitely did leave.
Yeah. No, I'm good. We've had quite things that happened in the land of video games. I just want to start off by saying a little fan-made game that started I would say like 7-8 years ago, called Hyper Dragon Ball Z. They released their final update. If you don't know, Hyper Dragon Ball Z is a 2D fighting game that's akin to the Marvel vs. Capcom series. They've broken the rule of usual Dragon Ball Z fighting games. There are 2 Gokus. Just 2. Wow.
Comes with 2 Gokus.
2 Gokus. But 3 if you count Goku Black. But they gave us...
All right, we don't discriminate.
They gave us 3 Vegetas, though.
Interesting choice. Like, don't get me wrong. You know, Vegeta is badass, but more Vegetas than Gokus? Come on now.
But I think something you would appreciate is so you've got Super Saiyan Goku and Base Form Goku. Base Form Goku's ultimate attack is he turns Super Saiyan 4 and does the Dragon Fist. But I don't know if it's input, if it's chance, or depending on what costume you wear. But I watched a video where they just running through all the ultimate moves, and with Base Form Goku's Dragon Fist, there is a chance that you'll get GT Goku doing it, or Daima Goku doing it.
Oh, that's cool. It's a bit of fun.
Yeah.
But can you believe that this motherfucker brings up Dragon Ball in less than a minute? We're like at 50 seconds and he brings up Dragon Ball.
It's an opener.
Yeah, every episode is just going to be like, hey, Stephen, are you aware that you were welcomed into the Grand Tour? You're
Grand
like,
Tour.
oh, Grand Tour.
Dave, maybe I should just get like a tramp stamp or something that says "Welcome to the Grand Tour."
Look, why not? Just treat yourself. I feel like we'll have an episode where we won't mention it at all, and then we'll get right to the end, and then you'll be like, "All right, catch you later, Grand Tour." We're like, "Damn it!"
It'd be like, oh, by the way, lifts up shirt, and I've just got like the lyrics to the rap rock intro of Dragon Ball GT.
All lyrics, but all of the lyrics, all the way down your body.
All of them, including the parts.
Just the intro is just
Yeah.
Be a bit of fun.
But how are you? You always ask me how I am. How are you?
Oh yeah, I'm same old, mate. You know.
Hey.
I mean, I'm alive. That's something, you know. We're out here. There's video games to play, or in my case, the last 2 weeks, not play as much as I wanted to. But I am hoping to get finished with Wu Shang these coming weeks, and then I can get to Ragebound. Would be ideal. But it's been busy. My mate's over from China, so been hanging out with him a little bit. Or he also bailed on me. We're supposed to box. That's cool. That's fine. Don't worry about that.
Shout out him though. He's a lad.
He's a lad. He's a very ADHD though, so it's very hard for him to keep plans because he just can't. He doesn't mean to do it. Just like that, but he's a good dude. So hopefully I should be seeing him on Saturday as well. And then Sunday it'll just be hanging out, playing some games, getting shit done. So yeah, looking forward to that. So there's a Nintendo Direct the day after we recorded. So we're a little late to this, but sort of go through the Nintendo Direct and see what interests you and me. I guess I want to see what interests me. So they opened with Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection. Whoa! This reflection's so twisted. It's like one of those mirrors at the carnival. Whoa, I'm really skinny. I'm really fat. Whoa! Wacky. Yeah, trailer looked alright. Didn't see any gameplay, and then I looked up. I thought this was like almost like a cozy game or like a visual novel. But then I looked it up and it was like, it's a turn-based RPG. Cool. I know nothing about Monster Hunter Stories, but I mean, I could be interested. I don't think I'll go back and play the old ones. What about you? Have you got any interest in Monster Hunter Stories?
I wanted to dabble because I know that I think one of the first ones I heard of released on the 3DS, and I think both of them released for the 3DS, but they've been ported to Steam. And yeah, it was sort of like that where I had a little bit of Monster Hunter fatigue because I bought Worlds and I was like, I enjoy this gameplay loop, and then I get fucking dicked on by a huge dinosaur or monster, and I was just like, I don't like this game. I need a break from this game loop. But with stories, it's like cutesier, like animation. The trailer, it reminded me of the two Zelda games for Switch, like that sort of like watery, like not as an insult, but that sort of like watery looking cell shading.
I get that.
But you know, like, yeah, it's turn based. That's mint. A nice break from the tried and true Monster Hunter formula. Yeah, it was cool. It was a cinematic trailer. It's Monster Hunter. It's a highly grossing Capcom IP. What could go wrong?
Unless it, what could go wrong? The only thing with Capcom recently is performance. On PC especially. Monster Hunter
Street Fighter 6 runs just fine.
That might be the only real bad thing about the RE engine, actually. It just doesn't seem to be the best optimized. So we've had a few games that, like Dragon's Dogma 2 didn't run great either. So yeah, I mean, this is going to run fine. it's going to be fine. I actually don't know if this is on the RE engine, but it looks cool. So the big difference, it seems like, so normally in Monster Hunter you're hunting monsters, and this you're like a monster rider. You're not fucking them, but they're like your companions. So this isn't Monster Hunter. This is Monster Befriender.
Monster rider, Monster mounter.
I think. So I believe that you're still actually technically hunting monsters, but you befriend. You've got a friend or multiple friends that are monsters, and you battle with them. So it's pretty cool.
How to train your bad dragon.
Do yourself a favor and Google bad dragon. You won't be disappointed. Do it with,
actually, you know what?
Do it with your loved ones in the room.
Yeah. Yeah. Teach your elders something.
Yeah, exactly. They could learn a thing or two about baddragon.com/no scrubs. No, I wish. Would I sell out to the place that does dragon and like hentai dildos? Yeah, probably, mate. If I'm getting some money out of it, fuck it. All right, I don't care. I'm shameless. I'm absolutely shameless. No, there are things that I wouldn't. We're talking about this. There's sponsors we wouldn't accept, but a lot of them you're like, that's funny. Like, who cares? Don't need to be approved, mate.
It's like following an Instagram meme page and then they get like some horny fucking affiliate code or something for like sex toys.
And you're like,
and everyone rags on them. It's like, man, just pump the memes out. I understand you're trying to make money, but like, don't give me that.
Yeah, I get that. The next game, Katamari Once Upon a Katamari. So, if you've ever seen these games, they're wild. So the first time I ever saw one of these games was in my form class in high school, and I think it was a guy. Shout out Jake Gracie. That was actually the first. I went to a house party when I was 15, and this guy hooked me up with booze. He's a cool dude. And at my 25th, so my flatmate years and years later was still mates with him, and at my 25th, he came to the party and he made the concoction that he had at that party when I was 15. It was like, here you go, mate. This is it was hilarious. He's a lad. I haven't seen him. I mean, that's 7 years since then as well. Good dude. So he was playing it in form class on his PSP, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And you just rolling around your ball, and you're just trying to just get the ball as big as possible. And you're just a little dude, and you're just pushing this ball, and you just everything like starts off being like, oh, you'll wrap up a fence in it, and then you'll start wrapping up like parts of buildings. You'll wrap up a car. You'll wrap up bigger and bigger things as you get more momentum, and the ball gets bigger, and you just start rolling around like massive objects into it. You know, you put trees in it, the neighbor's dog,
Tornadoes.
Yeah, it gets absurd.
Godzilla.
And it's not ultimately my type of game, but it's just got there's so much whimsy to it. It's great if you just want a chill game. Yeah, this looks great. A lot of people really rave about the soundtrack as well. So it sounds like they're remastering some of the original soundtracks and putting those in there as well, and a bunch of new music. So yeah, looks like a bit of fun. And great on a handheld as well. Really, really good for the Switch too.
Yeah, no, that game, that series stood out for me for the Nintendo Direct, because I have a fond memory of going to a mate's house as we were getting on the beers, and then he's just like, "Oh, bro, you gotta check this out." And it's just like, is that Katamari game? He's like, yeah, man. It's dumb, but it's fun. And he's just rolling up this massive ball, got skyscrapers, got tornadoes. And it's good to see that there's still an appetite for those sort of out there games.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
And that being said, Sony, it's time to bring back Loco Roco, you cowards. Similar kind of energy. I know that was better on a hand. You know what? If they do a new handheld, I guarantee we'll be getting a new Loco Roco. You know Loco Roco?
No.
Dude, go check it out. There was an Astrobot Loco Roco level as well, which was awesome.
I'm pretty sure if I saw like a screenshot of it.
Yeah, I think you'd be familiar with it. It's a PSP game, and it's just got a lot of charm. The next game.
Oh, yeah.
Just Dance 2026. Okay.
Just Pass.
Damn on him. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, which I enjoyed, but I was like, this is a situation I've been wrong in a few times. I was like, man, they're bringing back Tenkaichi. It needs to be exactly like Tenkaichi. And they bring it back, and I'm like, turns out I wanted more than just Tenkaichi. Like, Diablo 2 Remastered, they can't touch the formula. It's too good. They've got to leave it the same. They bring it back exactly the same, and I'm like, fuck, they should have actually updated it. They should have made it more modern. I've been wrong a couple of times about these things. You know, so Sparking Zero, I put maybe 20-something hours in. You know, I enjoyed what I played, but...
Interesting choice to release it on both the Switch 2 and the Switch.
Yeah, it's going to run like shit on the Switch.
Yeah.
Everything does at this point. It's just how it is. Yeah. Look, this time, okay. Dragon Ball came up because it's on the list, alright? We didn't just bring it up.
No.
This doesn't count, okay? If you're counting how many times Dragon Ball's brought up, this one doesn't count.
Oh, then it was only once.
Granted. So Plants vs Zombies Replanted. So it's a Plants vs Zombies remaster, and there's a co-op and a PvP mode. I'm fucking pumped. I love Plants vs Zombies. This shit fucking rules. So they ruined it with the second one. They were like, hey, let's just pump out microtransaction slot. And I believe it was something like within hours or a couple of days or something, they made more money on the second one than they did on the first. It's like something fucking stupid. Like how much more money they made on it. It was ridiculous. Either that, or it was like they made 100 times the money. It was something. It was something fucking ridiculous. Because of the microtransaction slop, and they just kind of ruined the franchise. So, the Garden Warfare games, like baby's first Call of Duty, actually kind of fucking good. Like, yes, there's some microtransactions and stuff in it, but the amount of variance in the characters. So you have like the normal like piranha plant character, the chomper, and then they're like, here's the one that breathes fire, and it's not just a skin; it actually plays like its moves are different properties.
Wow.
Some of the characters played a bit differently from that, and you think it would just be a skin. Garden Warfare is genuinely very good, but this is the turn-based, not turn-based. This is the tower defense game, and it's really fucking good. You know, you're planting little sunflowers, and then they're giving you light, and then the light allows you to then play your pea shooters and level them up. Slap on your walnuts. Oh, bro, love this shit. So I'm very happy for this because I was looking for mods. Don't do that.
You're gonna love my nuts.
You'll be like DT with his cat, just fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Wicker for that one. Yeah, so I looked to see if there were any mods to like make it widescreen because it's still like a 4x3 game, and there wasn't, or see if there was like a 1080p mod or something, and there wasn't. So happy to get a remaster on this. I wouldn't be playing it on the Switch. I'll be playing it on. I actually think the best places to play this are on mobile with a touchscreen or something with a mouse. Like very much like tower defense stuff. Just placing touchscreen's actually really good to just be like, yeah, drag and drop exactly where you want it. I don't think control is the best way to play it. I'm sure it runs fine. I'm sure it's like completely playable. But you know, you could play Halo Wars on console, and they still did a good job of it. But you're better playing it on a. There's also an RTS. Anyway, you dabbling? Not dabbling?
I don't really have much nostalgia for Plants vs Zombies. I'll get it on special.
Yeah.
I remember dabbling the first one, and I was just like, that was probably like one of my first, if not the first, tower defense game to play, and I was like, this is neat. And then I got dicked, and I was just like, not so neat. But I know that my brother has spent a lot of time in Garden Warfare, and I remember watching him several years ago, and I was basically like, oh, it's like Call of Duty for kids. No offense.
Yeah, and it is. It very much is like baby's first Call of Duty. Like it's got a very similar kind of vibe to it, but it's
more like Chore of Duty because it's gardening.
Oh, got him! I wish I had the Discord soundboard here. I mean, I think that would ruin our podcast, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm very much looking forward to it. It's about time. Shout out to EA for doing something right. I actually think EA's been doing all right recently, though. Speaking of EA Sports FC 26. All right, moving on. Pac-Man World 2 repack, bro. I was glazing Pac-Man World 1 repack. It's just Pac-Man World repack. I was like, this is a great platformer. This is underrated. This is a gem. Partly because it was on sale and I paid $10 for it. Genuinely really enjoyed it. The fact that the second one is coming out on the Switch, and I think it's going to be on PC as well. So, like the first one is a 3D platformer. And I put a note saying, will buy on sale. Game looks like a massive improvement over the first one, which was already very good, and the levels just look like they're bigger in scope and a bit more open. Still somewhat linear, which I actually like for this type of platformer. It's not as much of like a collectathon, but the levels seem to open up quite a bit. A little less like... I personally really like the narrowness of like Crash Bandicoot as a 3D platformer. Yes, it's run in a straight line, but it's Temple Run, but you get to run backwards.
Because Pac-Man Repack, obviously like remaster of an old game, played like a very, very traditional platformer with little bells and whistles, but it was solid and real good coat of paint. Watching the trailer for the second one, and I think it is coming to Steam, which is good. Hell yeah, brother! looks mint. The little boss fight they showed in it looked fun.
Yeah, just looks like a straight up just improvement everywhere over the first one, from what I can see. Like, 'cause I didn't play it back in the day. Also, it has local co-op. You're like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
play as like a little robot.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Good on them. Good on them for giving some love to these, like, I feel like probably underappreciated gems. And especially because they came out in the time where platformers were king. So it was very, very hard for them to stand out. And I don't think Pac-Man in the 90s and early 2000s had the same cachet as it did, like, back in the day when it was like the arcade. The arcade, it was, so, you know, it was past that time trying to, you know, it's like how Sonic has really struggled going in 3D until recently. But now it seems to be popular again. Who knows why. But Pac-Man also really struggled. And then we've come back to it and be like, you know what? Pac-Man actually had a lot of this right. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yep. Haven't watched New King of the Hill yet, but one day. Dude, I ended up, I posted a tweet being like, I'm a 32-year-old man, but I'm not going to watch Alien Requiem before bed. I heard that the new show's really fucking good. Actually, my boy Matt Code, shout out. He said it was great, and then I'm now seeing more reviews and stuff. People were like, I think it's the first 2 episodes out. People were like, this is really good. And I'm like, man, I gotta watch this. I gotta also check, is it actually Alien Requiem, or did I fuck that up? I think I might have fucked it up. There's the Alien Romulus. So Alien Requiem might be the Alien vs Predator one.
Because wasn't Romulus like the latest movie?
Yeah, it is Romulus. I completely fucked that up. So Alien vs Predator Requiem is the sequel to Alien vs Predator, and it's fucking awful. It's got 12% on Rotten Tomatoes, 1.6 out of 5 on Letterboxd. I am sorry, Alien Romulus. I did not mean to slander you. First Alien vs Predator also didn't do well, but I thought that movie was pretty cool.
I thought it was mint, and I was horribly disappointed when I watched Alien vs the second one with Predalien, and it's just like, this movie is so dark, and I don't mean like like content wise, as in like the lighting.
Yeah,
it was
crap. The first one, didn't they use? No, I'm thinking of Freddy vs Jason. They used a lot of like metal songs in that.
Oh yeah, a lot of nu metal, a lot of Spine Shank, a lot of Il Nino.
Yeah, pretty wicked soundtrack. I know we've got.
It was actually a really good
layers,
soundtrack,
especially for the day. You're like, damn, that shit slaps. I think it was actually kind of fitting though to be like, look, we know that all these people that love this shit love metal. Let's just chuck it on there. Instead of being scary, it was about being badass.
Like a very second revisited. Freddy vs Jason is not a great movie.
No, it was
but
always
that soundtrack. Yeah,
soundtrack was cool. It's we're taking the horror movie characters and then we're making them fight each other, and it's not really horror anymore, and it just kind of loses what made it what it was. I'm not even a horror guy, but I'm well aware of it just doesn't really work.
I just remember the last time I watched it, Kelly Rowland dropping an F slur, and I was like, whoa! I was just like,
Crash Bandicoot was upset, right? Whoa!
Yeah, I was like, what? And then I was like, oh yeah, like the early 2000s were a different time.
I'm glad though you've never ever said any slurs in your life, Stephen. So that's
never.
You're safe. Thank God for that. So the next game, Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster. I think that this is a great place for it to be on the Switch 2. I feel like that's where I think it's going to sell better on the Switch 2 than probably maybe PlayStation, because there is a big Final Fantasy following, but I think a handheld just makes sense for this game. And the remaster looks great. So
I'm excited for it. I mean, I didn't play the original Final Fantasy Tactics, but as a kid, I had fond memories of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance.
Yeah, I dabbled a little bit back in the day, but I just was a child and didn't really know what I was doing, and don't think I really appreciated it. So I'm on the fence about it, but maybe one day I'll pick it up, maybe on sale. Persona 3 Reload. Oh, sorry. Go.
I was just gonna say the other good thing of like Final Fantasy, getting the remastered Tactics, like cool. I can play like a acceptable weeby game, tactical game, that doesn't make me feel like a little hint of shame, because I also quite enjoyed the Disgaea series. I think that's the series that sort of was like, oh, actually no, I do enjoy tactical RPGs, but this is like, if I say to someone, it's like, hey, do you play Disgaea? It's like, what? And it's like, oh, don't Google it. And it's like, this looks childish.
Don't worry about it.
But it's so in depth.
What was the Disgaea? Was this also the one that Scrip had played? Have you talked to him about it?
Remember the section Scrip?
There's one kind of JRPG that he was like, that was my Final Fantasy. I feel like it's Disgaea. Or did you ever play Jade Cocoon?
No, but it's like, isn't it like Pokemon?
Yeah, it just came back to me all of a sudden. I played Jade Cocoon back in the day, and I had no idea what I was doing, but I thought it was pretty cool. My brother
There's two
borrowed
of them,
it off
right?
someone. Yeah, I think I played Jade Cocoon 2 Electric Boogaloo. But I think, yeah, that's the one I played. Looking at that artwork, yeah. Yeah, looking at this game, I'm still like, what am I looking at? I enjoyed it. I didn't really understand it. It's kind of like a.
But then, if you gave it a revisit, you'd be like, I understand it.
I'll give it a revisit. I still don't get this shit. Persona 3 Reload, I think's cool on the Switch as well, but I don't know if I'd want to play this massive JRPG. Well, I don't want to play this massive JRPG anyway. But I don't think I want to play this on the Switch. But I think it's cool, and I think it makes sense. I think it'll run great on there as well.
Thing is, with Persona, there's just this like, it's been like a lot of people hold it in high regard, and I've played through 4 Reloaded, and 5. I've not finished a Persona game because I'm just like, I'm really enjoying this, and I'll get to a part where it's like, I'm not enjoying this. Yeah. And I just don't have that testicular fortitude to like push on through.
I get it. Yeah, there's stuff about Persona that to me I'm like, oh, that seems quite cool, and then it's like, yeah, you're school kids, and I'm like, I just don't care. And then and all the relationship stuff, I just don't give a fuck about that. So it's never gonna be for me. That's fine. I'm very like. Some people are like, you like JRPGs, and you're like, yeah, I like 3 of them. But the 3 I like, God, I love them. But I'm not really a JRPG guy. Persona just doesn't really do it for me. But everyone I know who's into them, they fucking love them. These are the best JRPGs ever.
And they'll let you know.
Yeah. How do you know someone's a Persona fan? They'll let you know. Or a Nier fan. Yeah, they'll tell you. Don't worry about it. You don't have to ask. You don't have to ask, bro. They'll tell you how much they've gone to 2B. They will fucking straight up tell you.
And it's just like, it's like, oh, what's your favorite drink? It's like, oh, dude, I think the only thing that would quench my thirst is like 2B's butt sweat. I was like, she's an android. That's not how it works. But thanks.
You'd be like, hey man, what do you want for lunch? You're like, yeah, I really think that the best ending in Nier Automata was the 4th one. You're like,
not what I asked.
Do you want sushi, or what are we doing?
Yeah. Or do you want sushi, or do you just want to waste my time?
Yeah, it's like, that whole thing as well, like, you got to play through the game all these times to get the ending. And you're like, oh, I don't want to play through this. And they're like, well, it's only like that when you play through the first time. The second time you play through the game entirely again, but the 3rd and 4th time you don't play through the entire game. I'm like, that's just too much.
I will say the way that Neo Automata did the endings was like you had two characters. You finish Route A, which is with 2B, and then yeah, that's cool. And then you play as the side character whose combat is completely different, which is cool. And then when you finish that, they did like something real cheeky that I loved. Is they showed like a trailer, like with another character. And I was like, oh, okay, is this gonna? Are they setting up for another game? It's like, no, you play as this character right after the credits.
That's
I was
cool.
like, that was cool.
Yeah, and I couldn't get into it. I tried, and it's interesting. Like, you keep switching between like these different play styles essentially entirely, and it's like here's a bullet hell mode, and here's this, and here's that. And
Here's a side
like,
scroller.
and I was like, oh, okay, that's
Here's a
interesting.
shmup.
But none of the story was where I got was compelling to me, and none of the characters were interesting. I was just like, nah, okay, it's fine. Just didn't.
No, it's pronounced near. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, automatic. Also, some people say automata, some people say automata. Automata sounds dumb. Automata, You're like, damn, that sounds cool as fuck. I don't even care if automata is wrong. It sounds right.
It's like that. It's like
automata
that. Winnie
doesn't
the
sound like a word. Automata does.
Yeah, and that it's like that Winnie the Pooh meme of him just slumped in the couch, and the other one he's dressed like proper and dapper. It's like automata.
Automata. Yeah, does sound a little pretentious. But yeah, it sounds right to me.
Again, it's pronounced near.
Pronounced cache. I was like, when I said cachet earlier, I saw a look on your face. You're like, I want to say it. I want to interrupt so bad. Yeah, so Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. So I was looking at this, I was taking some notes, and I was like, yeah, it seems like it's got some Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom tech in it. And then they essentially say, the guy's voice, be like, yeah, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment is a sequel, a prequel to Tears of the Kingdom. Coming soon to Nintendo Switch 2. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So it is actually a prequel to it, so it is going to be using a lot of those same kind of weapons and things like that are in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. And looks cool. Looks really good. Hyrule Warriors is a good game. I haven't been interested in playing a Dynasty Warriors like in a long time, but apparently the new one's very good, and this does look awesome. So this might...
There's a name. It's got a genre. It's called Musos.
Yeah. I realized as soon as you said that, I'm like, oh yeah, Musos. You played the One Piece one, didn't you?
I really enjoy Pirate Warriors 4.
Weeb, fucking weeb, shame this man, shame him, drag his name through the mud. No, you and my boy Matt Code were like, yeah, that's the best one. Damn.
Yeah.
My flatmate Jesse was playing it, and that's when I learnt the name of Tony Chopper. I'm like, what a ridiculous name.
So nice and named it twice.
He's a cool little dude, though. Or a big dude. You know, things happen. But I was like, yeah. And that became his favourite character, but just because the name was silly.
Tony.
Yeah. Hold me closer, Tony Chopper.
Hey, I have a name that's even sillier, but it's a cool name. It's a character from Guilty Gear Strive. Golden Lewis.
Was that really a character?
Yeah! His name's like... Oh, sorry. Gold Lewis. He's like this big-ass dude who has, like... Wearing, like, a tie and stuff. Looking a bit corporate. But he's also got, like, carries a coffin with him that has, like, extraterrestrials in it. And his name's Gold Lewis.
Sounds cooked. I'm all in. So yes, Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment looks really cool. It's another one of these style, Musos in the Legend of Zelda universe, and looks good. So
it does look really good.
I might end up picking it up depending on what's out at the time. But, yeah. Once again, shout out to our boy Hamish. I once played it on his Wii U back in the day, and I was just like, chilling, we were hungover, and I was like, we'll just do a level on that. He got real mad at me that I did a level he hadn't done yet. You can always go back and do whatever level you want, but he was like not pleased with me.
Nah, he got a scarf when he bought it.
Yeah. So sorry about that, Hamish. You know, we all make mistakes. So, please forgive me.
Please forgive.
Take this podcast as a formal apology to you. 10 years ago.
10 years.
Madden 26. Okay, sweet. I guess the only thing notable is I don't know if all the sports games were coming to Switch because it just probably wasn't running them anymore. So it probably is notable, but sports game, you know, what do you expect? Chilling by the fire. This game looks fucking weird, man. So you build a campfire on the beach. Yes, that's the game. That's what I noted down. And you can use the camera for the Switch 2 to see other players' heads around the campfire, and it looks fucking horrifying. So you're like, gather your firewood and stoke the fire. Make sure to get more. Put more wood on the fire.
Marshmallow. When they showed like the people's the
horrifying
real players,
giant heads,
I was just like, this doesn't like. I mean, people will buy cozy games. Like they're cozy for a reason. But seeing like the giant like heads, I was like, that does not look good.
No. Yeah, it looked horrifying.
But also, it could be one of those things where it's just like, I don't know. I reckon there'll be a niche for people who like, for friends who used to like go out camping and stuff, but then life's changed, life's gotten busy, and people have to move away. It's like, let's reminisce about old times and stop this fire from going out. Like that time, we almost died of hypothermia in the wild.
It's almost like a Family Guy cutaway gig. Remember that time we almost died of hypothermia in the fire?
Yeah.
Well, it didn't really sound like Peter Griffin, but I haven't watched Family Guy in a long time. Please forgive me. Don't pay any more than $10 for this game. Don't fucking do it. Just...
That is a Weiss endorsement.
Yeah. Apex Legends is coming to Switch 2. It's probably the worst fucking place to play it. Don't play Apex Legends on the Switch 2 unless that's all you have. Look, I would say play it on PC, play it on Xbox, play it on PlayStation, but the Switch 2 is not an Apex Legends machine, man, unless that's all you have. It's just... Don't put yourself through it.
You got to boot it up.
It's too fucking sweaty to play it on the Switch 2.
You go to boot up and the game just says, "Are you sure?" Yes. Really?
Do you really want to do this? Hella is a 3D platformer where you play as a Wii mouse on an adventure.
Dude, this is cute.
Real cute. I'm super interested. The art style was quite unique as well. It's somehow looks almost like it's stylized, but almost realistic as well. Like it's just an interesting style they chose. But yeah, I'm quite interested in this. It seems like a bit of fun.
They definitely caught me eye.
That's the most aggressive scrolling I've ever heard.
I was gonna look something up on Steam, but I was just like, I know I could just like write my review down there, but I like it just being there.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think it'd be a good game as well on Switch 2, but I'd probably get it on PC, knowing me, if it's on PC, but we'll see. Star Wars Outlaws is coming to Switch 2. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Chronos: The New Dawn. So we got to see a little bit more on this trailer. So we've seen a little bit of this already. So it's the new horror game from Bloober Team. They'd showed us a little bit of the enemies absorbing the fallen enemies to become more powerful, but they showed you really what it's about in this trailer. You really see it happen in front of your eyes. You're like, oh fuck, this is a cool mechanic for a horror game. Like, so you don't want, when you kill an enemy, you want to kill the other ones real fast. And it showed that there's a few puzzles and things in it as well, which I don't think they showed before. The more I see of this game, the more I'm like, man, Bloober Team might be cooking with this. I know they said we're done making bad games, which is kind of a funny thing to say, be self-aware, but people saw when they made Silent Hill 2, remake, and they did a really good job of it. But people are like, can they cook on their own? It looks like they're cooking with this, man. This looks very good.
You're not because I know you're not into horror and stuff, but you can handle like video game horrors, right?
Yeah, like I'm not super into horror games, but I'm really into sci-fi horror. So this seems to be a little bit of sci-fi, a little bit of traditional horror. I love Dead Space. Dead Space is my shit. I played that Dead Space 1 remake and it was just perfection. Dead Space 2 is my personal favorite of them, which is a little still horror, but a little less horror, a little more action. So it's just felt a little faster, a little tighter than the original Dead Space 1. So yeah, this looks great. I think from what they've shown so far, the gameplay looks great. The atmosphere looks awesome and spooky. Yeah, hope it's awesome.
I gotta say, it's like I can already see it's like it's not a game for me, but it did look impressive.
Yeah, there's a lot of games out there. I mean, I feel like every time I say it, I feel like I never miss an opportunity to say I wasn't in Baldur's Gate 3. we finished the game. I spent 80 hours in there. By the end of it, I was like, oh yeah, it wasn't for me. After 80 hours, I can still say it's a great game. It definitely deserved to win Game of the Year. It's really, for like a CRPG, it's an absolute masterclass. But it's just not a game for me. So, yeah, it's nice when you can appreciate these things, but understand they're not for you. I understand that Elden Ring isn't for a lot of people, but I'm like, this is my fucking goat. So, it might not be for you, but I'm like, this is the best thing I've ever played in my opinion.
When people criticize, or people said, oh, they're not really into, or they criticize Elden Ring, I imagine there's this meme of just this one guy and there's like a crowd of people. It's like, yes, you are all wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think as well, it's just those games. I think if you say Baldur's Gate 3 is a bad game, you are just wrong. Like, it's not. I think it's objectively a very good game. But it just doesn't do much for me. That's how I feel like if someone was like, Elden Ring's a shit game. It's like, I think you're just completely wrong.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we don't know if this game's a good game or not yet. Bloober Team have a track record that is questionable. So, I have a lot of faith this is going to be good. We'll have to see. Once again, my boy Matt Code, he's going to be playing it day one, and he'll tell me all about it. So, the man has a 100% hit rate for recommending games for me as well. If he says to me that you'll like this game, he's never missed. He's genuinely never missed.
He's in your cranium. He knows what you like.
Exactly. He knows I'm a simple man. Speaking of simple men, these next games, Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2, coming to the Switch 2. You're our expert here, Stephen. What are your thoughts?
I'm happy. Like, what do you want me to say? RGG are my boys. I'm glad that the Like a Dragon series is getting more recognition. And yeah, I haven't played Kiwami 2 yet, but it's nice that we're getting a fresh coat of paint. The brawler style still looks as inviting and fun like in Zero. So yeah, that's...
How do you think these games will play on the Switch? You think they'd be not bad playing on Switch 2?
Switch 2? I reckon they'll run fine.
What do you think, like, in terms of, just some games you want to play on the couch, some games you want to play at a desk? How do you think playing these kind of games on a handheld? You think it'll be different?
Well, I definitely feel like the ideal experience is PC. Or on like, well, actually no. If you use a Pro controller,
yeah,
that'd be the way to go. I definitely feel it would be a little bit. I wouldn't recommend playing it undocked just like that.
Yeah. So it's
But
a docked Pro controller kind of experience. And you think
absolutely,
yeah.
real Yakuzas use a gamepad. They tell you that at the start of every game.
Do they actually say that though?
Yeah.
Because I love where some of them are like, we recommend a gamepad or whatever. We recommend a controller, but they actually say real Yakuzas use a gamepad.
Yeah. Oh, the only game they didn't do that in was Ishin, which was the samurai spin-off, and it said true samurais use gamepads.
Oh, dude, that rules. That's cool, man. I love when they do that. Not a nice touch. I thought I was like, I know a couple of times I'm like, you're fucking with me. Nah, you're fucking with me.
No.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
So yeah, honestly, like RGG, probably one of my favorite companies. I'm just glad that they're like, yeah, it's older games, but damn, man, it's that Yakuza slash Like a Dragon hits that balance of they've got grit, they've got like nice bit of misery and like real dark things, but it's also like counterbalanced with just goofiness that only Japan can like achieve.
Yeah.
And I don't know, dude, the Yakuza games, especially Infinite Wealth, shit made me tear it up.
It's game of a lifetime right there.
Game of a lifetime. Like if I'm ever involved in like an accident, like car accident, or I suffer a massive concussion, and I just get brain cleaned. Amnesia, that's the one I'm looking for.
It's already hit. Amnesia's already hit for this man. He forgot the word.
Yeah. I just want you to contact me and just be like, hi, my name's Lewis. We're boys. Play this.
Yeah.
And just recommend me my own game of a lifetime game, and I'll thank you for it.
Could you imagine though? You play the game and you're like, man, this shit's just not hitting for me. Imagine how depressing that would be though. Like you being able to see that from the outside. You're like, no, you're supposed to love this. Like, I could see for me, like me current day, like right now, if I had amnesia and then it's like, here's Elden Ring, it might not click for me. It genuinely might not click. Like sometimes these games, like Dark Souls 1 didn't click for me the first time. I put it down. I was like, I don't know, man. And then it was I don't know. I beat a challenging game, and I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna give Dark Souls another go. This might have even been I beat the Mortal Kombat Challenge Tower. Or yeah, I beat the last level in Super Meat Boy that I'd been stuck on, and I beat the Mortal Kombat Challenge Tower the next day, and then I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I've beaten all these hard things, man. I'm gonna pick up Dark Souls again, and that's when it clicked. It was like, it was the second attempt. I actually beat the boss that's normally the filter boss for people, and like the first time I played, the gargoyles, people said back in the day, oh, gargoyles will filter you. You know, they probably weren't using the term filter then. That was the boss everyone gets stuck on and gives up. And then I beat them, but it was only a little after them I was like, nah, I can't be bothered. Next time it clicked.
You just recreate that picture of that text conversation of the girl being like, baby, you hard? Yeah, show me. It's just a picture of a guy who's going,
baby hard, show me, and it just says, like, it's just like the I can't remember what they say in Dark Souls 1 when you beat a boss, or it's like boss killed or whatever on the screen, or there's ones like in the other games where there's like God slain, and you're like, oh, that's badass. That fucking rules.
Turkey basted.
There were ones Alex and I were sending each other memes. Well, I was sending her memes more like, but it was like my empty sink and like dishes washed with that text on it. And the one I did like lawns mowed. Bloodborne was prey slaughtered. You're like, oh damn, this shit's fucking cool as fuck. Or some of them were you defeated. Like Dark Souls 1, you're like, yay. Very Japanese. But yes, Kiwami 1 and 2 coming to Switch. Cool.
Pretty
So there
neat.
was a speed run segment in this where they just went bam, 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 hit you with a bunch of games, showed you fuck all. But Goodnight Universe, where you play as a baby with powers, looked weird, showed us fuck all. Is that what you got from that?
This one I can't remember.
Yeah, it was weird. The art style was baby was a little unnerving, but I think in a kind of good way. It was just like this art style makes me feel something, and in like a way of like this makes me uncomfortable, which is probably good, right? It's better to feel something than nothing from seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. NBA Bounce looks like a cute wee basketball game where you looks like you're playing as like the team mascots on the field. Well, on the court.
Fairies.
Play as furries. Yeah. So that looked like a bit of fun. It looked like the old like where they want the NES games, maybe NBA Jam. I never had an NES, but it looked like that kind of style of game where you're almost not quite bird's eye, but a deep third person, and you're kind of seeing most of the court. That kind of vibe. So I'm sure that'll be popular with the boomers. Hello Kitty Island Adventure Wheat Flower Wonderland. I just wanted to say that whole fucking name because Jesus Christ, that is a mouthful. So they showed a little platforming, which was surprising. And I assume it's a cozy game, kind of like Animal Crossing, but Hello Kitty does nothing for me, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven. Once again, they didn't show much, but it looked like a third-person turn-based RPG.
Because
Right.
Romancing Saga is an old series. Like, I'm pretty sure I have the first one on my Steam wish list. Who was the... I was about to say, who was... Oh, no, I was going to say, was Hideo Kojima behind this? No, that was Zone of Enders. But heard good things about Romancing Saga. Again, it's going to be a good opportunity for people who missed the chance to play them when they come out. I'm pretty sure the first one is on Steam.
Yeah,
I'm
the
excited.
first one came out in 1992.
Mm-hmm. Probably for the SNES.
Oh, so Romancing Saga 2. So this is a remake by the looks of things. This was 1993. The original number 2 came out. So yes, and it was the Super Famicom, which is the SNES. Yep. You mate. What a pro.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it looks good. We didn't get to see much of it, but I think that the first remake of the first one is getting good reviews. So hell yeah.
Cool. Shinobi Art of Vengeance, 2D platformer and a reboot of the Shinobi series. A lot of people were saying they think this looks better than Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, which is kind of crazy.
Blasphemous.
So
Not the game Blasphemous.
Which was done by the developers of Ragebound. So
hey!
Look at that! Look at
Yeah.
that! Speaking of, Blasphemous. I played the first one. I put it down for probably a year or two. Then I picked it up again and finished it. And then I was like, hell yeah! Started playing the second one, put it down again. So any day now, I'm going to pick it up and finish it. Any day now. They are great games. You've got to be in the right mindset for it. The art in it as well. They do these like small like cutscenes where the art is deliberately like hideous. It's like really cool though. It looks awesome and it's very gory and bloody and.
Because isn't the main character is like Pittance or something? It's not an actual name, but it's either him and
Pittance.
Pittance. Is it?
I can't remember. I didn't play it for the story. I'll be honest.
It was either in the first one or the second one. His idle animation is because he's wearing a big ass like metal cone with a face in it. The eyes in it just start bleeding.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
Maybe I'll give Blasphemous another shake. because I own it.
Very difficult, but it's very good. It is. Yeah, it's definitely. It's really hard. Like there was a boss fight, maybe in the middle of the game, and I was like, bro, this boss fight's so fucking hard. It's like I'm missing something. I really am. There's something I'm missing that I'm not doing. I watched a video on how to beat the boss, and I'm like, oh, it's a skill issue. And I was like, oh, I have to get good. But it was genuinely really good seeing that to be like, okay, I actually just need it. There's no cheese strategy. There's there's nothing I'm missing. It's just am not being skilled and technical enough to beat the boss. I just have to lock in and do it. And sure enough, I did it. It's not an easy game.
You weren't in your flow state.
Yeah, I only get in that for mini games, mate. Just Mario Party like mini games. I just lock the fuck in.
Optimal
You never
flow
know
state.
what you But yes, Shinobi Art of Vengeance does look very good. I have it lower on my list than Ragebound, but I feel like if I'm in the mood for some 2D old school platformers, there's a good chance that I'll give this a go as well.
And they've both got distinct art styles that separate each other.
Yeah, they look very different. And as some people were saying, there's so many more particle effects and stuff in Art of Vengeance and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I just much prefer the pixel art that's in Ragebound. There's something about that style, like for me, it looks so much just cleaner for me. So, yeah. But hopefully both are fucking great.
Yeah. Win-win. They both do well.
The Year of the Ninja. Speaking of the Ninja Gaiden 4 like previews and stuff, when people have been playing it, people were like, this is amazing. Apparently one character feels like a Platinum Games character and the other one feels like a Team Ninja character, which is actually... And is Team Ninja or is it Ninja Theory? It's Team Ninja, isn't it?
Team Ninja. Ninja Theory did the DMC games.
Yeah, and they did the Hellblade Ninja Theory. Yeah, so Team Ninja. So apparently, the characters feel very distinct to both teams, which is really quite interesting and really cool.
I'm guessing the Platinum, one that feels like Platinum is the new character.
I believe that's the case, yeah. So, yeah, that's cool. It's really, really cool. So looking forward to that. That's unrelated to all of this. That's not on there. This is not on the drum, but we're talking about ninjas and the Year of the Ninja.
Mm-hmm.
Borderlands 4 is coming to Switch 2 as well, which cool because Borderlands 4 looks like it's visually it's looking pretty good. So that is on the Switch 2. It's probably 30 frames, which is fine. It's Switch. So yeah, I don't think it's the best place to play that either. But if that's what you got mates on there. Well, why the fuck not? So that's the end of the speedrun segment. So now we get to something very interesting.
Yeah.
The least interesting thing about it's actually the name.
Yep.
The Adventures of Elliot. His name's Elliot, bro. Come on. The Millennium Tales. It's a kind of generic and silly name. However, so it's an HD 2D action RPG that looks amazing. Visually, like it's very striking, like catches your eye. Looks old school and modern at the same time, which is really cool. It seems very Zelda inspired as well, but it's a Square Enix game, which is cool. So normally we see the style of this kind of art style and graphics, you're thinking, oh, it's going to be like a turn-based RPG, but it is an action RPG that looks a lot like Zelda. Like there's using bombs and things to blow up walls. There's like a lot of Zelda-like weapons that you can unlock and get. You've got a fairy companion as well that looks can grab items for you and be used in combat. And it just looks really fucking good. So I don't know at this stage if it's only on the Switch 2 or not. Hopefully it's on other platforms because Square Enix has said they don't want to be doing exclusives as much anymore. But this game would also be great on the Switch because it's Zelda inspired, old school 2D Zelda inspired, like top down. Looks, yeah. What are your thoughts?
Oh, so when it initially came out, when the Nintendo Direct, when we first heard of it, I saw this trailer and I was just like, I'm excited for this. Like the art style and the fact that it's got like action RPG elements to it. It reminds me of. Did you ever see the game Star Ocean Second Story R?
I don't think so. I know of Star Ocean, but
So I'll make this tangent real quick, but basically they remade an old Star Ocean game, but they still kept in the old school sprites, but like smoothed them out a little bit. But the environment was all 3D and stuff. And
oh yeah, I'm having a look at some screenshots now.
that game
It's a cool way to do it.
That game was sick, and this looks fun. I like the fact that it's just like, oh, you have your sword, and I was just like, standard. Your bow, standard. Fucking kunai with chain.
Damn, the best Yu-Gi-Oh card.
And I was like, no, this has my attention. Yeah, no, I'm amped.
Looks awesome. So, next game, which I believe is actually like a redone and completely like version of a mobile game that used to be a gacha game and now isn't, of Octopath Traveler 0. So they've taken the mobile game and completely reworked it into a game without the gacha mechanics and so on. So it's a 2D turn-based RPG, much like the other Octopath Traveler games. It looks like you're rebuilding a town or building a town, which seems interesting as well. I tried to play the first one back in the day, and it didn't grab me, but once again, this is a similar art style as well to Adventures of Elliot, and it looks great. Like they look really cool, the games, and they really hit for some people. So I think this game's going to do pretty well. They didn't grab me first. Like I said, I've enjoyed. It's like, I'm a JRPG guy. I like 3 of them, you know. So yeah,
I too tried to get into Octopath, and it just wasn't clicking for me. But
yeah, that happens sometimes.
I am a fan of that little combination of a RPG, but with town building elements in it. I think that's rad. I think that's cool. Yeah. No, it's just like we'll see, and yeah. I don't know, maybe with Octopath, it wasn't a bad game. It's just it took a long time for the story to kick off because like everyone's stories like
heaps
intertwined.
Of characters,
yeah, not
so
Suikoden levels, but
you get maybe little trickles of it, and then it's maybe it's when everything starts unfolding, when you're deep into all the character stories, that it really starts to make a cool story. But it might be 30 or 40 hours until you get to that point.
Yeah.
And sometimes it feels like that's a long payoff. Yeah, but I'm interested to see, and I hope it's great as well, because a lot of people really, really love the first 2. So hopefully we've got another banger on our hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was the Nintendo Direct. Like, overall, it was okay. There's a lot of stuff that had to be there, like, you know, a lot of stuff that is already out on other platforms that couldn't run on the Switch 1, or some of them that have just come into the Switch 1 later. So it didn't blow me away, but there was still plenty of good stuff on there. There's plenty of stuff to be excited about, you know. Like I said, we're interested in Monster Hunter Stories 3. Katamari is cool to see a new one of those. Plants vs Zombies Replanted I'm hyped for. Pac-Man World 2 repack. I'm excited for remasters. What a challenge. Final Fantasy Tactics remaster, which we've seen before.
Yeah.
Hella looks great. Seeing more Chronos is good. Kiwami for you as well. I mean, not that you're going to switch to. You probably will eventually, I imagine.
No, I am. I am
be.
getting a Nintendo Switch. Just a little bit later on the line. It's a PS5. Yeah. I think I might skip this gen.
That's completely fair, man. I don't blame you. My PS5 hasn't been getting a lot of love recently, but every now and again, and it will when like that Soros comes out.
You've covered all bases.
Saros? Don't tell me it's Saros. It's not George Soros, the billionaire. That game, I don't know would be that exciting. Saros is... I don't think it's going to be on PC day one, so yeah, I'll play the fuck out of that when it comes out. Yeah, and the of course the Adventures of Elliot looks awesome. So yeah, I think overall it was actually not a bad showcase. There was still enough there. Make things interesting. So, couple of news things to go through. Anyway, so a lot of people are hyped for Battlefield 6. So, what's interesting is that it was an open beta. That's done. They had the higher player count than they've ever had before on a Battlefield game, and it was also higher than any Call of Duty on player count day one on Steam at least, right? So there's a few things. So previously the Battlefield games they weren't on Steam, and then when they had put them on Steam, they'd still run through the EA launcher as well. Call of Duty, I mean, I played it on Game Pass, so obviously I'm not going to pop up on the Steam concurrents. So there's a bunch of stats that skew things a little bit anyway, right? So it's not a one-to-one, but I think it is interesting. Because for me, my favourite Battlefield game was Battlefield 2. And for me, they haven't hit those heights. And, for Script, it'll be Battlefield 3. So it's been a long time since I think we've had a truly great Battlefield game in a lot of people's minds. So I hope it's great, man. I really do. I hope the game is awesome. I hope it kicks ass. I hope they do well, because it'd be cool to see a return to form. And it sounds like there's still be bugs in the beta. People are still hacked day one as well. But it seems like they're in a better state. Like the last, I think it was 2042 that launched, and it launched without a scoreboard. So you get to the end of the game and you're like, how many kills did I get and stuff? And you look at it, who knows? Yeah, who knows? Who knows how many points you got, bro? Don't worry about it. You're like, what the fuck? Why would you not have that in a competitive game? So, yeah, it seems like this is going to be better than some previous iterations. You're not really a Battlefield or a shooter guy, though, are you?
No.
No. I haven't been a Battlefield guy since I was in high school, so I'm still interested. And if it is great, maybe I'll pick it up. But I'm just not the sweaty gamer like I once was. So wish them all the success in the world. I think as well, even though it's a very different game than Call of Duty, I think competition is great. We need another shooter that isn't Fortnite.
Those award-winning hands of yours can't afford to get sweaty.
Look at these bad boys. Only popular in China. There's a real thing, by the way. There's a real thing.
What did they say? It's the hands of the second face?
Hands of the second face, they say in China. And so I mentioned earlier my mate's over from China. I'll tell a story.
Yeah, do it.
All right. And we're out for dinner, and one of the girls was just staring at my hands and was like, "You have the most beautiful hands." I'm like, "What?" She's like enamored with my hands, and all the girls were like, "Oh my god, your hands are so beautiful. You should get them insured." And I'm like, "What the fuck? What are you talking about?" I think they're pretty ordinary. They just got some long pianist fingers. They're just big. They're just some big lanky mitts, And they were saying that my hands should never have to work ever. People should do things for me. And I'm like, bro, what is this? Like, what the fuck? So as a joke, we took a video of my hands, me not knowing what I'm doing, just just doing random shit. And we uploaded it to, I guess, Douyin, which is the Chinese TikTok. And it got 1,500 views in a day, a little over a day. And I know that there's videos on there that'll have millions of views. There's levels to this game, alright? But that was just a throwaway little video. I don't know what I'm doing. We had some fucking dad rock playing in the background. It was not a good video at all. The lighting was obviously shit.
You got a $1 donation.
Views. Someone donated $1. There's last I had heard there was over 10 likes on it, which still not heaps, but I'm like, bro, this is fucked up. This is really fucked up. So I'm like, look, now Give me a watch sponsorship in China, all right? Give me some Chinese watches, mate. Give me some Seagull. Give me some Sujus. You know, give me whatever you've got, mate. I'm interested. Give me a Seagull 1963 limited edition. That's what I'm talking about, mate. I'll fucking model it for you for a.
Give me a watch and I'll do this all
fee.
day.
Yeah, bro. I'll give some hand jobs with the watch on if that's what you need. All right, if that's what makes the money.
Isn't becoming a hand model a hand job?
Oh, I mean, technically, yes. Which Stephen has a great thing as well about to text someone about for a job as a kitchen hand. Is that kitchen hand job still available? Rereads the message. Is that kitchen hand position still available? One of my favourites. So yes, that was a whole thing. Hilarious. I've never had so many compliments in my life. I felt very uncomfortable. And they were like, "How do you keep your hands looking so beautiful? What moisturizer do you use?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't use any moisturizer, but you know, I do a little bit of boxing." No, you shouldn't do that. Right, it's one of the things I enjoy the most in this world is, you know, throwing hands. All right, I'm not going to stop doing that just because I've got beautiful, dainty fingers.
No, you just need to get some mitts that match your royalty. Get some like gold encrusted fucking boxing gloves.
That's so not my style at all, as well. Like, I just thought I got the most black plain gloves you can get. I'm like, hell yeah, bro. I got black wraps as well. Like, yeah, let's go.
It's so diamond encrusted that you put your sparring partner off because you just do this and it's like gets in their eyes.
Glare.
Yeah.
Like,
Whoa.
Yeah. So that's a ridiculous thing. But yes, anyway, Battlefield 6 looks good. So BioShock 1 remake has been indefinitely shelved. So it's a little disappointing to hear, but who knows? We'll be getting that. And they said, yeah, the story wasn't coming together. You're like, but the story's already done. Like, what do you mean the story's not coming together? So it's kind of weird. And then that's been the similar with BioShock 4 as well. So BioShock 4 failed to publish a review, leading to a narrative overhaul and a leadership change. So I think the game director they've booted, and then the creative director has been demoted. And yeah, so the it's been rumored to be in development for 10 years so far. And it's still not hitting. It's supposed to be set on a city in Antarctica, which gives me very much like World War II vibes. Like there were these stories like around World War II that people believed that the Nazis had built a base on Antarctica, and you're like, at the time, for them to get all the way from where they were in Germany and get further down and then sail to Antarctica was just not really that feasible back then. It's just something that wasn't really happening. Like often people had been, but it wasn't like out from Europe. So to build that base and get all the resources and stuff all the way over there, it just wasn't really feasible. However, it's also those people that were like, Hitler escaped to Argentina, look, here's a photo of him, and then it's like, yeah, he looks good in this photo for 120 years old, bro. What are you talking about? Like, they just have a guy that looks kind of like him, similar haircut, you know, similar mustache. People are like, look, it's him, and it's like, as a 60-year-old man, he would be 120 right here, bro. What are you talking about?
He would be dead.
Yeah. So, I think, though, the idea of the city of Antarctica, I imagine based on that idea, but not actually being like, it was a Nazi base, is a very cool idea. I think it's a wicked idea for a BioShock game. Like, city underwater, a city in the clouds, like this hidden city in Antarctica. I hope they don't change that, because I think that's a really cool idea. So when it comes out in another 10 years, 20-year development hell.
BioShock forever.
Yeah. It's like, I really do enjoy BioShock 1. I thought it was great, but it's also a little overrated because the gameplay was a little lacking, I found. Like, it felt a bit stiff. And it does a lot, narrative-wise, it's great, and the audio logs and things like that for when it came out, like, it is an amazing game. But the gameplay just felt a little stiff. And I was kind of hoping that if we get this remake, they might fix the one complaint I have with the game and just giving it tighter gameplay, just better game feel. And it didn't feel awful. It was just better feeling games in that era. So I really hope that they do make this happen eventually, but we'll see. What are your thoughts? Have you dabbled Bioshock?
I've only played one Bioshock, and that was Infinite. I thought it was
What did you think of Infinite? Did you finish it?
Yeah, I finished it.
Yeah.
But I was just like, 'cause I remember one of the boys was playing it. I was like, I'm not really into first-person shooters, but it was just like on special, so I got it. And I was like, this is cool, but didn't give me the desire to go back and play 1 and 2 though. I was like, this was a nice experience.
Yeah, that's fair. I couldn't get into 2. I tried back in the day and it just didn't hit for me. I only tried Infinite briefly, and at the time it wasn't hitting for me. I actually bought it on some ridiculous sale on a website for £1. I'm not even kidding.
Was it Easy Game Shop?
Some deal. No, it wasn't. No, it was. I can't remember who it was, but it was on a digital key for £1 is what I paid for it, which is fucking crazy. But I should go back to it at some point because I hear Infinite's amazing as well. I just at the time just didn't click with me. I think it will still mostly hold up. I think I'll still have the same complaint that it'll feel a little stiff because it's not like it is more of a narrative game than it is a shooter, and it is kind of a little bit of an RPG, but it's more about the narrative. So, yeah. But one of these days I'll get back. Surely.
That one's too.
So something, yeah, got to get back to that first. So the game The Messenger, I went back to that game maybe 3 or 4 times before I finished it. I just would put it down and just not get back to it for a long time. So the last time I started up again from scratch because I was like, look, I want to finish The Messenger before Sea of Stars comes out. Haven't got around to Sea of Stars yet, but I actually did play through The Messenger all the way through, like the 4th time I got to it. And there was no reason for me to put it down because it's amazing. It's like an outstanding game. Also, speaking of ninjas, yeah, The Messenger fucking rules. So, just a random shout out to The Messenger. So, something we talked about recently, I can't remember if it was might have been on our, not the last stream before. I just wanted to go through, like, the last games to release on older consoles. I just think this is a really interesting thing to see. So I've got them here. So NES, right, released in 1983 in Japan. The last game to come out for the NES was Sunday Fun Day in 1995. I've got no fucking idea what this game is, but that's 12 years after the initial launch. Pretty sick. That's a long life. So, the SNES, the SNES, released in 1990 in Japan. The last game to launch was Frogger in 1998, which is pretty cool. So, it's interesting that Sunday Fun Day released 5 years after the SNES had launched, which is quite cool. It's 5 years with this new consoles out, and there's still getting games on the NES for quite some time. What's really interesting about this, SNES, last game 1998, N64, 1998 launch, right? So SNES came out and they're like, nah, no more games coming out on the... Sorry, the 64 launch, they're like, no more games on the SNES. That's done. We're done with that. Which makes sense because there was also like a pretty big graphical jump. We started getting into 3D. So, yeah. So it launched in 98, pretty much everywhere. Probably not here, to be honest, because we're late to fucking everything for a long time. We used to get movies like years after they launched. It's fucking crazy. Not anymore. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 was the last game to release on it in 2002. The games were only releasing for 4 years on the N64. That's crazy. Like
that's
the N64
not a long life cycle.
No.
Damn.
Not at all. Not at all. I feel like these years almost seem like they're not right, but I'm sure they are. Nah, no way the N64 was 98. Surely not, right? Surely not. Did I note that down wrong?
Like active for like.
Oh, okay. I did not write it down wrong. That is completely my bad. 96. Bro, finding this information going between these pages was actually kind of rough. Okay, so Frogger released actually 2 years after. Bro, if I was good at editing, I'd do this whole bit over. So yes, the N64 is 96. That makes more sense. So it is a bigger life. 6 years is not a horrific life, but still. Right. Okay. So, GameCube launched in 2001. And so that was 1 year before the N64, well, before Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 came out. Bro, I imagine that game is rough on the N64 though. Madden 08, which launched in 2007, was the last game on there. So, then 6 year run. That's kind of a console cycle. All right, the Wii launched in 2006. This one's pretty wild. Just Dance 2020, which was 2019, it launched. It's a 13-year fucking run there for the Wii.
Jeez.
That's huge. So my understanding is that the Wiimote and stuff is actually great for Just Dance because it's motion controllers and stuff, right? So that makes sense. It's pretty cool actually that it got that much of a life. Yeah, I remember hearing about it because we had a mate that played Just Dance, and I think the Wii was still somewhat popular on there. I think the preferred platform ended up being the Switch after a while because once again motion controls, like just hold the controller in your hand. But look, I'm no expert on Just Dance. I'll be honest. I just don't dance ever.
Just don't.
Wii U 2012. So Just Dance for Codex launched 7 years after the Wii U launched, which is pretty crazy. And this game, Strumfront, the Mutant War Jubel Edition. Fucking dumbass name. 2021. Bro, why was a game launching on there that 9 years after the Wii U launched? It was fucking crazy.
A console where not many people had.
Yeah, I feel like I'm one of the only people I know with a Wii U. Me and our boy, Hamish, not my boy, it's our boy.
I just want to quickly, just on the topic of like motion control, there's little detail for the Sparking Zero release for Switch 2, I think Switch. You can play with motion controls.
So there's a Dragon Ball Z game for the Kinect on Xbox. I picked it up. I was working at Harvey Norman at the time, and it was dirt cheap because nobody fucking wanted it. And you charge up by going like putting yourself in charge up position. It didn't work half the time. It was shite, but I thought the idea is kind of cool, but just the execution of the game was not good.
Because I remember there was also that Kinect game where it was Star Wars, where it's like, oh, you force push people, you'll wave your lightsaber. Don't know if it just auto progressed. Yeah,
I never dabbled. I'm not sure, but it sounds pretty cool. Probably the idea was cool. The execution was poor, I imagine.
I don't know anyone apart from you who now I know this who had the Kinect.
Yeah, it was cheap. It was cheap to pick it up, so I was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? Why not? So going to the net. So now we're going to PlayStation. So the PS4 is still getting games on it, so it doesn't count. That's going to be crazy seeing whatever the last game is on that, because it's going to be a long time after launch. Still going to be getting them. PS1 launched in Japan in 1994, which is why I realised that the N64, I'm like, that can't be 98, bro. That can't be 98. It's way too late. So 2 years after, 2 years before the N64 launched, which is fucking crazy to think about. N64 using cartridges launched 2 years after the PS1 using CDs.
Wow.
It was so behind there. Right? That's crazy. I know there was that whole thing that they were working on the thing together and then Nintendo kind of fucked them over and Sony's like, fuck it, we'll do our own thing with Panasonic. Fuck you. So it became a whole thing. Someone bought one of those consoles, that like Nintendo PlayStation or whatever, like hybrid consoles they were working on. Someone bought one off like eBay or Amazon. Yeah, on eBay or something. like secondhand for silly money.
Silly money.
Silly money, bro. So yes, launched in 1994. Last game was FIFA 2005, 2004. So 10 years after, not bad. So you see a little trend here with a couple of these. PlayStation 2 launched in 2000. So that's, launched 4 years before the final game on PS1. So, getting a little bit of extra life at the PS1. Last game on there, FIFA 14 in 2013. That's 13 years after. That's fucking crazy. I know that sports games are easier to bring back because they almost never change. You just have a dumbed down version of the same game, but yeah, that's fucking crazy. So the PS3 launched in 2006. Right, so how many years is that? Oh, dude, my brain. My poor little brain. 7 years? Yeah, so that FIFA launched on PlayStation 2 7 years after the PS3 was released, which is crazy. The last game on that, which this is absurd as well, and it shouldn't have even happened. I can find fuck all about this game. Shakedown Hawaii.
What?
Launched in 2020. 14 years after. Bro, bringing a game like that to PS3 and that how janky that is with that cell processor, you're a sucker for punishment, dude. You're an absolute sucker for punishment. Whoever developed that. Crazy. Got a wrong date on one of those. Let me correct that. Alright. Xbox. So Xbox One, once again, is still getting some games, so we don't have that on there yet. The original Xbox, not the Xbox One, the Xbox One. The first one. The original Xbox.
The Xbox One.
So, yeah, the first one. The Xbox One. Fucking horrific naming. Launched in 2001 in the US. The last game to launch on there was Madden 09 and 08. So, 7 years, not bad. Pretty standard. Xbox 360 launched in 2005, which is crazy that it was only 4 years after first the Xbox that they launched the Xbox 360. Last game I launched on that. Guess what, mate? Just Dance. The Xbox ended up having the same longevity because that was Just Dance 2019, which launched in 2018. Had the same longevity as the Wii for this. And once again, it's the Kinect for Just Dance. That's the reason why. They got it so much later as well. So, pretty crazy. I wonder if they got it on PlayStation as well and maybe used the PlayStation Move controller for it, possibly. I don't know, but we'll never know because Just Dance, or not Just Dance, or what is it? Shakedown Hawaii. You ruined it for us, you bastard.
More like Let Down Hawaii.
So yeah, that's once again, what's that? 14 years? Is it 14? 13 years. Pretty fucking crazy though. After a console launch, 13 years later to launch a game. So yeah, I just thought it was interesting and a bit of fun, just to see how long some of these games will launch. And you know what, mate? PC, we're still on PC One, mate. They're still launching games. So PC's the real winner. Some of them got to run through DOSBox, but that's fine.
DOSBox, wow.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, fucking.
You just really want to play that Commander Keen, don't you?
I'm keen, mate. They're crazy on those secret Doom levels where they're like, oh, here's Commander Keen and he's been hung.
Yeah.
Oh shit. It's fucked up. I think you find it on one of those the secret Wolfenstein levels. So yeah. So Smash or Game Pass. So a game I haven't played them, but I'm putting forth for this because why not? I'm going to actually check to see if anything else has really just come out since I put the stock together over the weekend. Let me just see. A couple of things have come out, but nothing too crazy. All right, so I picked for this Heretic and Hexen. So they've done essentially it looks like a, I don't know if you could, it's not a remaster really, it's like a quality of life update like they did for Doom 1 and 2, and it's just make the game look, it's upscaled, it looks prettier, it runs smoother, I don't know if there's mod support in this yet, but there is in Doom 1 and 2, which is awesome. They did an awesome job of that, and it's the same teams doing this. So it's a magic shooter, I said slasher boomer shooter, same era of Doom. I had a look on Steam, and they gave me the upgrade for free on Steam as well, like they did with Doom 1 and 2, which is fucking awesome. So, yeah, I always wanted to check out Hexen. I didn't know much about Heretic, but I think I'm going to give them a go once I finished Wu Chang, Donkey Kong, Blasphemous 2, Bioshock Infinite. But at least Wu Chang and Donkey Kong once I'm done with them. So, yeah, they look cool. Looks like it's nice to see them getting some love. Yeah, what are your thoughts? Have you had a look at these games?
I've seen it on Game Pass, and it's like maybe I'll give it. I won't write it off. Like I remember as a kid, I had nostalgia for Quake 2 and Quake 3 and the old Wolfenstein games. But also, I'm not opposed to boomer shooters. I mean, I really enjoy Mullet Mad Jack, even though completely different vibe. So yeah, I'm not going to write it off. I might give it a dabble.
Cool. Right, what do you got for me, mate?
Now, this one... So, I decided to give a
also, just cut you off. That also means that's really a smash from both of us. Just, I feel like I got to get in there quick, just like, yeah, it's a smash. Smash. All right, sorry,
it's a smash. So, I know, I'm still trying to find the groove in this one, but I have been playing a game called He Is Coming. Funny name. So basically, He Is Coming is a auto battler. You have a map, and you have a wee dude that you move on squares, and you can find items that like illuminate the map. You can find items like chests, which will give you better weapons, or it can be shield, whatever. You start off with 4 item slots for accessories and like shields and armor. But at the top of the screen, there is like, you got a day and night cycle, and on the 9th day, that the big boss will show up. So you essentially want to be kitted out before you fight him. It's very presentation wise, it's very simplistic. It's like CRT scan lines through it. It is a game preview. The game isn't complete yet. They have like little touches where you'll see enemies on your map, but as soon as it hits nightfall, the enemies will start advancing on you. And the only way I've found to regain health that isn't in battle, because you can get items that have blood suck and stuff like that, is there's bonfires on the map, and you can only access them at nighttime, and they'll replenish you, but they'll also cause time to advance quicker.
Is this similar to Loop Hero?
Yeah.
It looks a lot like Loop Hero, but they're both stylized and different. But
I decided to give it a dabble because I watched some gameplay of it, and it's just like, dude, I fucking miss Loop Hero. Why the fuck they take that off Game Pass? Why they do that? I love that game. And I thought they would satisfy an appetite for that sort of game. It is enjoyable, but I feel like there was a little bit more charm to Loop Hero, especially in... Well, the main difference is Loop Hero, you don't control the character. The character just auto circuits.
It loops.
It loops. But this, it is cool that you move your character. But who knows? Maybe they're going to give it a graphical overhaul closer to release. Not that there's anything wrong with the graphics. It's just the whole, when you get into the battle, it's just static images. And I was just like, it is whatever, but it'd be nice if there was like a little bit more detail in that department. But so far, pretty good.
Yeah, it looks interesting. I want to give it a go. So I was like, oh, I'll install it. And you're right, it's a game preview, so it will get better generally. There's very few games that get worse with updates. So,
Yeah.
I'm interested. It's a smash from me.
Oh,
Maybe after
yeah.
a couple beers, smash after a couple beers. Still smash. All right. So what we're playing. Like I said earlier, I haven't had a lot of time these last couple of weeks. Well, technically 2 weeks ago I did. It was the time like just after we recorded. So it was every 2 weeks for us. I played a bit of Wu Chang and a bit of Donkey Kong, but it was like the weekend of. So it was like we recorded on the Thursday, and then I played a little bit that Saturday, Sunday, and then weeks passed, and then so I haven't had a heap of time. I played a little when I was on call for work. I had a customer call up at 6 a.m. and I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, well, I'm up. I may as well fucking play some Wu Chang, and I beat a boss before I went to work that morning, so it was pretty sick. But that was the last time I played, and that was a little over a week ago. So I am getting back to it. I just haven't had the time, but I will. What about you, mate? What have you been playing?
I have been alternating between a game I thoroughly enjoy and I've sung its praise, which is I'm still smashing through As Libra revision.
As Libra.
Yeah.
Nice.
Especially because I was at a part where you can't use half your skills. You can't use like a set of your skills for a set period of time. I've gotten over that period of time, so we're so back. Been given it a good grind because I don't mind grinding. Been grinding out more recipes to upgrade to get better kit. When I feel I need a break from that, I'm getting a little bit too tilted, I go back to a game where it's like, I've seen everything there is, I know you inside out, but you always suck in the end when you put your DLC on special. Like, a DLC for like $10, that's not money. That's nothing to me. And then of course I'm talking about...
I piss on $10.
Yeah.
I shit on $10. Come on. No, I don't. But
I'm of course talking about the abusive relationship, which is Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. That's... Yeah. It's not abusive.
Look, I get it.
When
I say I haven't been playing games, I've been playing a little bit of Hearthstone on the side.
Yeah, you're playing your comforts.
Been like, it's been like a wind down game after I've done a workout. I'll do a workout. I'll have dinner. I'll take the dog for a walk. I'll get home and it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I'm like, I just gotta fucking chill out. I don't want to. I'll be in bed by like 10:30. I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to punish myself with some Wu Chang. It's a great game, but it's very hard, So I completely get it. You just want to play your comforts. You want to play your Xenoverse. You want to play your Hearthstone, bro. I completely understand.
Oh, that also reminded me. Did you see the Bazaar has come to Steam?
Oh yeah, I did see that actually. How bizarre.
Speaking of auto battlers,
Raynad, because he was working on this for ages. Oh yeah, bro. You want to buy the bundle with all the shit? Yeah, that'll be $345. How bizarre, bro. Fucking hell.
Also, something to cap things off that left a sour taste in my mouth. Gum. No,
Well, that'll do it.
No, so if you remember the game Teppen,
Oh yeah.
it's come to PC, but it's still not in our region.
No. That's a shame. Let me have a look at the Bazaar. Yeah, it's
The
87% positive with over 1,000 reviews. Normal price of it is like $50 odd, or right now there's a 3-day launch special for $30. I'm like, fucking, I'm gonna buy it. I'm a card game
Sucker.
person, individual, Spurg. Yeah, right. I love a card game. I'm doing it. Fuck it. Thank you for the reminder.
Welcome.
So yeah, I'm gonna pick it up. Sorry, I did kind of cut you off earlier. You said Xenoverse, but are you playing anything else?
Oh, I've been enjoying Sagat in Street Fighter 6.
Oh, nice.
He's got so much
Comfort game.
Comfort game. He's got so much
they added
reach.
Bob Saget, bro. They added Bob Saget.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, man. It's so cool to see him back.
The man's got so much reach with his kicks.
Yeah, man. When I saw that trailer, I was like, he looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That was cool as fuck.
And he has this dude, he's got like this new move where it's like it starts off as a knee, but it's like depending on what kick button you do, it adds a mix up, because it's like, oh, if I hit the light, it's like he's just gonna do an overhead, or is he gonna do like an overhead, or is he gonna do a fucking launch?
Yeah, I saw a couple of people. There's a couple of clips of people using him and people trying to figure out what to do against him, and he was just essentially just brute forcing people. Like, you got to play some guessing games at this stage when you're versing him, and if you guess wrong, you might be in trouble.
I could only think the only nerf he probably should get is his movement speed. Like being a power hitter, he's got ridiculous range. He's got great anti-air with like his kicks and his tiger uppercuts. His fierce tiger uppercut can be charged, and his walking speed's pretty normal. It's just like, I reckon it's like, if he were to be nerfed, it's like just make him a little bit slower.
It does seem pretty fair at that point to do that. Like, you can't just give the character all the advantages. You got to have some kind of weakness in there.
Especially when drive rush is a thing.
Yeah, exactly. You've got tools to get forward. So, yeah.
But no, he's real fun to play. We get Crimson Viper next month, and then near the early next year we get my boy Alex.
So you got something else to say about Alex, don't you?
Oh yeah, I'm going to a party dressed as Alex.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Steven's friend with some real fucking nerds.
Yeah.
No, it's actually pretty cool. Dressing as your video game main. So,
Video game main?
Who? Your video game main?
I like goopers, mate.
I don't know if I could dress as King or Kazuya. I mean, Kazuya is like, he's too fashionable, and King, I'm like, oh, I'd have to dress as a furry, so...
Oh,
I don't know about that.
What's your opinion? Have you seen the Armor King trailer?
I haven't actually seen the trailer yet.
Okay.
I've been
Tekken
a
out?
little Tekken checked out. I still think Tekken 8's great. I know I'm not playing at a high enough level to be upset about these buffs and nerfs and stuff that have been happening. When I played it, I was loving it. I was having a great time with it. I personally liked that the game was a little more aggressive, because I like to play aggressively. I like to give people, you put the pressure on and make it difficult for people to think and just get people off their game plan.
Yeah, him with a 50-50.
Yeah. Just don't give people a chance to fucking think what you're going to do. Just be relentless. So I like it until the shoe's on the other foot.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what am I doing?
Me reaping, me sowing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so... Yeah, I should watch the Armor King trailer. I might watch it after we're done here, actually, because I always loved Armor King, because he is just like a...
King, but cooler.
More like power-hitting kind of king as well. Like, just... He seems to be more... Historically, King would be able to generally do longer combos, but Armor King would do just similar... You'd have similar inputs, but a bit different and would just hit a bit harder, and the combos wouldn't go as long. Like that was especially it could be different now. So yeah, I'm gonna check it out once we're done here, and then I'll give you my thoughts on the next episode. Ooh, I'll probably forget. So, anyway, we got a couple Steam reviews for you. A couple of Steam reviews. So I did, of course, Heretic and Hexen, and this review is "You must be a heretic because you've placed a hex in my heart" by James D. Phillips. I saw that and I was like, oh, that's funny. That's a goofy review. So yeah, James D. Phillips, shout out for that. Or is that James Phillips? Phillips, the third. So thank you for that. What do you got for me, mate?
I just got a nice one. This is for Here's Coming, and Dr. Sweet Tea review says he's not the only one coming.
Wow, straight to the point. I like it. I respect it.
Yeah.
And frankly, I'm a little turned on. So
hell yeah.
Thank you very much for that. So anyway, that's got to wrap up episode 16 of the No Scrubs podcast. If by some miracle you enjoyed it, mate, hit the like button. Hit that mother flippin' like button, please. I'm e-begging here. No. I mean, if you did enjoy it, hit like, hit subscribe. We do it every second week, and helps out. So fucking why not, mate?
And also,
why not? Fucking treat me right.
If you haven't already, jumped in already, we do streams with the boys on Wednesdays. It's a good time.
Wednesday night, 7:30, 8:30 New Zealand time. So, it's a good time. Twitch.tv rekt REKT_TEK. Come by, mate. Just hang out.
Mannequins and ramekins.
Yeah, you'll hear an impersonation of the worst Eminem you've ever heard in your life. You'll hear me bullying a great friend DT, lovely guy, but just sometimes he sets himself up, mate. I got to knock him down. This man's 6'5" and he needs to be humbled. He doesn't really. He's a good dude. So yeah, come by, check it out, and catch you there, or we'll catch you in the next episode.
Yeah. Peace out.
Yeah, we should have just left it there. Just left it go. Yeah.
Yeah.